if able, and direct your attention to the flag in the south end zone for the presentation of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the Thank you, fans. Will you please remain standing and join the cheer team and the Athenians in our school song?
It's all plugged in. Should be good now. That was it. Yeah, that was the...
I was gonna say, if I'm ever not here.
I hope we were able to do this when we were with the youth program. It's been a couple of years since we got the job. I didn't want to mess with people's stuff that was taking around it. So that was it. Good. I appreciate it. Good info. I'll go down and make sure they're working. She's with me on the other camera.
And it was with the Richard team and your Athenians. Our game tonight is officiated by members of the Utah High School football officials. Each official has been certified by the Utah High School Activities Association.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Mark H. Manning Stadium for the home opener of the Olympus Titans. Tonight they will face off against the Cedar Valley Aviators and hope to start off the season 1-0.
I'm Miles Pierce.
And I'm James Schwartz, and you're watching the OlyTV pregame show. First, the game storylines for tonight. Olympus had many of their star seniors graduate after last year, with notable graduations including Max Rice, Jack Evans, James Schlendorf, Caden Lloyd, and Nate Sheets. This year, Oli has many fresh faces who will have to fill these shoes. We'll see today how they perform under the pressure of playing varsity and without a lot of backups at each position. As the season progresses, don't be surprised to see juniors getting playing time and key experience. Starting quarterback for the Titans, Luke Esperson began his high school career for Westwood High School in Austin, Texas. After his freshman year, he transferred to none other than Cedar Valley. Tonight, he will fight for the win against his former school. Last year, Esperson transferred to Olympus and was in a QB battle to be the starter, even getting some reps in games, throwing for 666 yards and 5 touchdowns with 4 interceptions on the year. But then senior Max Rice broke out and cemented himself as the leader of the team. We'll watch tonight and see if Esperson can build off the momentum he had from last season and lead this offense to a good showing. For the Aviators, make sure you keep an eye on junior running back Aiden Laws. He's played varsity all 3 years of his high school experience. However, his freshman year, he was getting reps at quarterback. He made the transition to running back last year and led the team in rushing yards with 525. Laws is also lethal as a returner, ranking number 12 in the state for total return yards, tallying 506 on the year. The Titans will have to limit him rushing-wise, but I think more importantly, return-wise, as good field position can be everything in this game. And the final storyline for Olympus is, can they win the fourth quarter? As a goal for this team this season, they should try to win the fourth quarter and finish games strong, as last year they had several games that they lost in the final minutes and the final seconds. Now on to keys to the game with Miles.
Thank you, James. Starting with Olympus. On the defensive side, Olympus needs to put pressure on the Cedar Valley quarterback. Last year, the Titans sacked the opposing team an average of 2.5 times a game. The Titans have to assert dominance at the line of scrimmage to get the job done tonight. Offensively for the Titans, they need to establish the passing game. Going into the game where there isn't a clear decision for who will be their starting quarterback, running the ball with running backs such as Sam Brown could be key to opening up the passing game. This would be a huge boost for the Titans to give their new quarterback confidence towards the rest of the season. Now for Cedar Valley, the Aviators defensively, they cannot let Olympus get into a rhythm offensively. As mentioned, new quarterback, and if the Aviators let confidence build, they could be in trouble. Ways to limit the damage is winning the line of scrimmage and putting pressure on the Titans into turning the ball over. Offensively for Cedar Valley, they have to score constantly. Last year, they only averaged 16 points per game. That is definitely not the game plan if you want to win a ball game. If the offense can keep it close enough, they have a chance at the upset.
Thank you, Miles. Yeah, those key things. Olympus needs to sack. Cedar Valley needs to score. We'll see these two teams face off in just under 4.5 minutes, and we will be back when they do.
Tonight's kickoff is presented by Intermountain Sports Medicine. Olympus High School wants to recognize our great community partnership with Intermountain Healthcare. Tosses great athletic trainers.
Welcome back. Things are about to get started here at Mark H. Manning Stadium. The Titans will be kicking off to the Aviators.
Should be an exciting one. Cedar Valley struggled last year, but under a new coach, let's see what they bring to the table this year.
And back to receive for the Aviators is number 4, Luke Ballard, and number 8, Aiden Laws. And the kick is away. Ballard will field it. And fumble on the play, and the Titans, do they have it? The Titans have the football on the first play of the game. The Titans with the takeaway. Fumble, and the Titans have it in very good field position on about the 22-yard line.
What a start for the Titans, exactly what they needed to assert dominance. I said in my keys that they needed to force turnovers, and they did exactly that on the very first play of the game.
And that play was made by number 8, the senior Nate Hughley. So here we go, the first look at the Titans offense. Leading them is number 10, Luke Esperson.
Under center this evening, please welcome Luke Esperson.
He's got Hughley on his right hip. And they go to a 5 wide. Quick route and no gain, maybe even a loss of 1 there on the play.
That's wide receiver Sam Nada, one of the captains of this team. Had 142 yards receiving last year on 12 receptions.
Yeah, I mean, that is some crazy statistics right there. Only 12 receptions to get that many yards, so he will be a key target for this team.
He was also a sophomore last year, so we'll see if he makes a big leap this year.
Esperson dumps it. And Beckham Allred gets the short gain there after the dump from Esperson.
Now Olympus is facing a long third down. Wouldn't be a successful drive if they weren't able to score a touchdown on the great field position.
So 3rd and 9, he's got Hughley on his right hip once again. Takes the snap, looking, finds, no, out, in and out of his hands for Will Farnsworth.
Definitely not the offensive start you wanted.
And as we were talking about, these juniors are starting to get playing time as Beckham Allred, Will Farnsworth, and Sam Nada, all juniors, and taking reps in this game.
This could be a big year for them because next year, if they can get key moments this year, then next year they're going to be a whole lot more prepared.
No good on the kick. And that is just disappointing from Olympus. As starting off with that good a field position on the 21, couldn't even get a first down. So not promising for that first drive for Esperson and just that Olympus offense.
One of my keys is the offense needed to be productive early on. If you can't score at the 22-yard line, you really can't do much offensively. So we'll see how that changes throughout the game.
Yeah, and it seemed like Esperson was hesitant to look deep. He was looking for routes less than 10 yards. So hopefully he can get his confidence later into this game. Landon Johnson leads this Aviators offense tonight. Takes the snap, looks, finds, and a short gain by Luke Ballard. And that will be his go-to target tonight. Luke Ballard was on the team last year and had some good yards. So watch for him tonight to be an offensive key for them.
That's why experience is so valuable. If you have a guy who has been on the team for a year or multiple years, that you're able to improve their confidence, which improves their game.
Johnson takes the snap, hands off, and Miles gets a nice gain. Moves it up. It is now 2nd and short for Cedar Valley.
Pretty good start for the Aviators. Instead of putting themselves in 3rd and longs, they're just getting short yardage plays that makes the 3rd downs more manageable.
And they're going to go in a 5-wide set here. Landon Johnson looking to his receivers. Hikes the ball. Looks left and finds number 7, Marshall West, for the beautiful game.
Incredible play by Cedar Valley. You really had to catch Olympus's defense sleeping early on, because if you they definitely are young, but as shown last year, if you give them time, then they're going to be very good.
And here comes Aiden Laws into the game. We'll see what impact he can have for the Aviators. They've got 2 backs in the backfield. That is number 34, Maxwell Stoner, with Laws. And there's Laws with the, and a beautiful tackle by number 24, Mark Peterson, for the Titans. Laws looked like he was about to break that, but no, Peterson grabbed him from behind and threw him down.
I mean, the stats don't lie. Laws is an incredible runner and a really incredible tackle.
And I think that was also a key play for the Titans after giving up that huge pass play. Now they've got to continue that pattern of stopping them with little to no gain. Stoner once again in the backfield. Johnson looks and finds Marshall West once again. And that's about a 5-yard gain.
Now Cedar Valley has quite the decision on 3rd and 5. Are they going to try and take another shot play like earlier in the drive, or are they just going to hand the ball off and see if they can get into 4th and manageable?
And I think their passing game has been looking great. I think they go right back to it. You can tell that this Olympus defense was prepared for the run game and not for this passing threat.
I have to agree. Olympus definitely prepared to have to face Laws, but they didn't really prepare as well for the passing game. It seemed to catch them off guard.
And it's a handoff to Stoner, and he gets stopped short. The Titans drag him back. What a great stand by the Titans D-line there.
Now Cedar Valley has a decision to make if they're going to go for it on 4th and 4. It looks like they won't.
So it'll be 4th and 4. Kempton Rice in the backfield to receive. It's punted by Johnson. Rolls out the back of the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Now for the Olympus offense, they need to get something going. They were not able to move the ball at all last drive, even with the good field position. So we'll see if Esperson can start slinging the ball a little better.
And in order to get this Cedar Valley defense off guard, they need to be able to run and throw. And I feel like last drive, all they could do was these short little throws, dump off routes. So they need to be able to throw deep. They've got a good receiving core. Like we were mentioning before, Sam Nada is a lethal weapon on this team, so Esperson's got to use them. He motions, Matsumori runs back out. It's a handoff. And Nate Hughley is stopped short. And no gain on the play there. 2nd and 10.
As you mentioned, Olympus needs to be able to run and throw the ball. That's when they're at their best. But really, Cedar Valley has been excellent at stopping both of them.
So Esperson, 2nd and 10. Takes the snap, looks, and finds number 18, Will Farnsworth. That's his first reception after the previous throw went through his hands. Third and 6, Esperson. Trying to draw the defense off sides there. Does not work. And Esperson still trying to figure out the play. Finally hikes it. And number 3 stays on his feet. Big hit. And Wesley Wright with the beautiful reception. And he got hammered, though, on that hit.
That took a very long time for the play to develop. Esperson brought it down in the play clock under 5 seconds, and it seemed to have worked out.
Now Esperson again. Throws it, finds Matsumori, and Matsumori's off and going. He breaks 2 tackles and gets the first down. Wow, Hugh Matsumori on his first reception of the game with a 13-yard gain.
Absolutely huge that you get Matsumori back this year. Last year, he was out for most of the year with injuries, but now that you have him healthy on this team, he's going to be one of the most talented guys on your team.
Yeah, and he was one of the most talented guys on the team last year as a junior. So to see him as a senior this year as a weapon for Esperson will be amazing for him. Esperson pitches it left. And there's Allred, and he gets a 9-yard gain, it looks like. Are they going to give him the first down? And they are going to mark him. They're going to mark him short, 2nd and 1.
You see early on that Cedar Valley's having a tough time guarding these short pitches and screen passes. They got to find a way to slow them down.
This Olympus offense is flowing now. 2nd and 1. Hugh Matsumori's motioned over. Another handoff, Beckham Allred. He breaks a tackle and pushes forward for about a 6-yard gain. Beautiful carry for Allred, and that's a quick 16 yards there on his rushing resume for the night.
Very good job by the Titans. They're mixing run and pass, and you see what happens when you do that. You're able to move the ball down the field so much quicker.
Esperson. And once again, trying to draw the defense off sides there with the quick tempo. He sits back in the pocket. Motions Matsumori. Drops back. Finds Matsumori. And Matsumori's dodging defenders. Finally gets brought down and shoved out of bounds by number 3, Nixon Caldwell.
Olympus has got to find something else offensively. You can't just throw screens the entire game. So I'd like to see Esperson take a shot one of these first downs.
Yeah, you can tell he's got the arm and pretty good accuracy so far in this game. So hopefully we can see those deep throws as the game progresses. Esperson, another dump-off route. This time to number 16. Kempton Rice, who pulls forward for a gain of about 5. Great play by the Aviator defender there to hold on to Rice, as if he had let go, Rice would have broken that for most likely a first down.
Definitely, and I have no idea how Rice was able to manage 4 yards out of that. It looked like they had him in the backfield.
3rd and 7. Esperson takes the snap, pitches it to Nate Hughley. Hughley quickly brought down by number 22, Carter Polson, for the Aviators. And it felt like Hughley almost fell into that tackle.
Yeah, not a lot of push by him or the offensive line. So now looks like the Titans are going to go for it.
4th and 6 on the about the 35-yard line. And the Titans keep their offense in the game, in formation. So here's Esperson. We'll see if he can get the 4th down conversion. He takes it, drops back, looks, and finds number 18, Will Farnsworth, once again. The Farnsworth-Esperson connection is real tonight.
That was an excellent route by Farnsworth. He was able to separate himself from the defender and give Esperson the easy completion for a first down.
And we'll see. so far, Will Farnsworth having a major impact in tonight's game, moving the Titans offense. Esperson takes it again, looks right, finds Matsumori. Matsumori, good blocks, runs right and into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. Great blocking by the Titans offense. They gave him a clear pathway right into the end zone.
We talk about how big of a difference having Hugh Matsumori on the field makes, and you see it already in the first game of the year. What a play by the Titans.
And finally, Esperson is in his groove as he's finding Farnsworth, Matsumori, and they are moving down the field like a well-oiled steam engine. McAllister with the extra point. It's up, and it is good.
Excellent drive by the Titans, especially how deflating that first drive was with the excellent field possession and not being able to do anything. They did a great job of mixing the pass and the run, which opened up both of those. And you saw on that last play that the Titans offense was moving extremely well.
Yeah, and you can tell something changed since that first drive. The play calling has been better, and the execution of the play calling has been better.
I think everything changed on that 3rd and 5 right around the 30. When Esperson took the play clock down to 5, they were able to get that first down, and ever since then, that offense was on fire.
And we talked about it at the beginning. Once again, the juniors tonight are showing up. Will Farnsworth and Beckham Allred with key rushes and receptions to drive the Titans down the field.
The Titans receiving core has been really good tonight, and that can be really helpful for Esperson to gain confidence. So if he doesn't throw a perfect pass, he has the receivers that are able to go and get it.
And we've been talking about the unsuccess of the dump routes, but that one executed with Hugh Matsumori on that touchdown play was perfect. Number 23, Coulter Rollins to kick off to Ballard and Laws, who are once again set to return. It's up, and Laws receives it and trips up a little bit on the way. He's running, he's breaking, and gets brought down around the 30-yard line by number 20 for the Titans, Sam Brown.
I'm not really sure how Laws was able to get the ball all the way to the 30. It looked like the Olympus coverage team had him in a position where they could pin him back at the 20 or 15, but he's just so good he's able to create space wherever he is.
And we'll see who they've got with Johnson in the backfield. And it is going to be Stoner once again. So surprisingly, Stoner taking most of the reps here at running back so far in this game. Stoner motions out. Johnson looking, scrambles, throws forward, and finds number 19, Paxton Woods, and he's brought down for a first down, and they will give it to him. What a beautiful play by Landon Johnson, the scramble forward and the quick find to Woods.
That's exactly how you draw up a scramble. You run to your right, and then that opens up the middle of the field because everyone thinks you're going to run for it. Just excellent execution.
Yeah, if he keeps making plays like that, this Olympus Titans defense is going to have their hands full. Takes the snap, looks, and almost intercepted by number 17, Tommy Olson. And wow, that was an errant throw by Johnson.
That was a very dangerous pass by Johnson, as you mentioned. Tommy Olson probably should have intercepted that.
So the Aviators regroup after that incompletion by Johnson. Stoner in the backfield. He's motioned to the left hip of Johnson. Takes it and finds Woods once again. And great play by the Titan defense. And Sam Brown brings him down for a short gain on the play of 2.
Great job by the Olympus defense. Cedar Valley was moving the ball pretty convincingly, and now holding them to a 3rd and 7 has to be good for the confidence.
And that was a beautiful play by the Titan defense. I mean, the blocks the blocks that were set by Cedar Valley were immediately run through, and they were able to get the tackle easily with 3 guys there. So 3rd and 7. We'll see if Johnson can rise to the challenge and get his team moving down the field. He looks and finds Woods once again, who's immediately wrapped up and tackled by number 11, Adam Bywater.
Titans are doing an excellent job at defending the Cedar Valley screen. They haven't been able to break one down the field yet thanks to the Titans defense.
So 4th down for the Aviators, and they are going to punt it away.
Number 16, Captain Rice.
4th and 5. Johnson in the backfield to punt it away. High snap. Barely catches it. Good recovery there by Johnson. It's rolling. They will let it roll all the way to about the 11-yard line. And that was honestly a great play by Johnson, as it was a very high snap. He snagged it and got it all the way to the 11-yard line.
I have no idea how he was able to get that punt off. It looked like Beckham Birdsley had that block secured, but an excellent punt. Not just getting it off quickly, but you pinned them pretty deep in their own territory.
Yeah, no, we talked about this at the beginning. Field position is key. So if this is where Olympus is starting every drive, it'll be much harder for them to get down the field. But if they keep throwing the ball like they did last drive, a completion every other play or so, then it'll be no problem. Esperson looking and finds for a 5-yard gain, number 16, Kempton Rice.
Another one of those screen passes for Olympus. Seems to be a big part of their game.
Yeah, and it's working for these short gains. So we'll see if they keep going with it or if they try some deeper routes. Esperson in the pocket, takes the snap, hands off to Hughley. Hughley's running, trucks the defender. Wow, he sent that defender to the ground.
What a run, so aggressive, and he was able to get the first down because of it.
And there's Hughley not falling into the tackle, and that's how you do it. That defender doesn't know what just hit him. And so the clock's winding down, going to be the end of the quarter, and honestly, pretty good showing for the Titans so far.
That was a very good first quarter for the Titans. I was a little skeptical after that first drive offensively. They couldn't do anything, and the missed field goal was pretty deflating. But the defense got a stop, and the Titans offense propelled on that next drive thanks to Hugh Matsumori and short screen passes by Luke Esperson. I really like how the Titans are balancing pass with run, because if you are able to mix those together, it opens up both of those, because Cedar Valley has no idea what to expect.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We talked about it earlier. When you see a run like that from Nate Hughley and those earlier runs from Beckham Allred, and then the receptions from Matsumori, Farnsworth, it's hard for this Cedar Valley defense to know what's coming. Because when you have a run game that's trucking everyone, you have a pass game that's getting yardage every time, it's just very, very hard to stop.
Exactly, because when you have someone like Nate Hughley who can bring that aggressiveness on the run, it forces Cedar Valley to bring more to the line of scrimmage, which allows Esperson to have less coverage when he's throwing the ball.
And so Esperson and the Titans will now be heading towards the north end zone at the start of the second quarter. Nate Hughley in the backfield with him once again. Motion, Matsumori running across. Esperson takes it, looks, he's going to scramble. No, dumps it off to Nate Hughley, who dodges a defender, but Luke Ballard holds on and makes the tackle to limit the gain to about 3 yards.
I would have liked to see Esperson just run it instead of pitching it back to Hughley. I think he had more open room to run. And also, he had Hugh Matsumori on a one-on-one down the field. I would have liked to see him take a shot.
Holding on the Titans, and they will be backed up 10 yards. And that is not what you want to see on a play like that where you only got 2 or 3 yards.
You definitely do not want to see it on a play like that because, first of all, you're not getting a lot of yards in the first place. And to add 10 yards back on top of that, it can't feel good as a team.
And so Esperson will now be backed up, and he's in the pocket behind the 10. Esperson rolling right, looking, throws. Oh, and it's dropped by Matsumori. He got leveled after his hands touched that ball.
That was a huge hit by number 18, Aiden Laws.
And disappointing by Esperson, as it seemed as though that Matsumori could have made that catch if it was just a little closer to his chest.
Definitely, and you're seeing right now on this drive, Esperson is getting more comfortable with scrambling out of the pocket. He just needs to make his throws more accurate.
He'll take it once again, drops back, looking deep. No, and he tried to dump it off to Allred, and it falls incomplete. And so now the Titans are backed up to about the 11, 12-yard line. They are backed up on the 12-yard line, 3rd and 20. And this is where you've got to see a deep pass. There's not much else that'll get you 20 or more yards.
Exactly. You're seeing Cedar Valley adjust to the shorter passes from Olympus, and now would be a good time for Esperson to finally throw the ball deeper down the field.
Yeah, display that arm, and I mean, he's got Matsumori, he's got Farnsworth, he's got Nada, he's got guys who can catch his throws. But he's just got to lay it out there for it.
It really is just the question is if he's comfortable enough throwing the ball down the field. He's thrown a lot of short passes tonight, and maybe those can translate to confidence with deeper balls, but we'll see.
So Matsumori lines up in the backfield with Hughley. Now they're going to spread to a 5 wide. Esperson takes it, looking deep, throws. Oh, and it's out of bounds. Wesley Wright had his defender beat. And there's another slip up of accuracy for Esperson on what could have been a game-changing play.
Wesley Wright had that one-on-one down, and Esperson just threw it out of bounds. If Esperson isn't going to throw the perfect pass, he has to keep it in a place where the receivers can get it, whether that be they have to go to the side or come back.
So Will Farnsworth will punt it away for the Titans. And in the backfield, Aiden Laws. And he's their lethal return man. So the Titans will need to try and contain him on this punt. It's up. High arcing punt. Bounces. And it rolls back to about the 46-yard line. And the the Aviators will start with pretty good field position after that amazing defensive drive.
That was a great drive by Cedar Valley. It looked like they made Esperson feel uncomfortable in the pocket, forcing him to scramble. And when he's on the run, he really doesn't have that accuracy when he's in the pocket. So great job by Cedar Valley, and let's see if they can respond offensively.
And it seemed Esperson had gained confidence after that first touchdown drive for Olympus and then lost it all on that one. Here's Johnson. Takes the snap, hands off to Stoner, who fights his way forward for about a 4-yard gain.
Good push by the Cedar Valley offensive line. Gave Stoner just enough space to get through.
And tackle made by Sam Cole, number 44. Johnson with Stoner. Hikes the ball. Play action. Oh, and he gets taken down. by number 24, Mark Peterson, with a huge sack.
One of my keys to the game is that the Olympus defense needed to win the line of scrimmage. They, as I already mentioned, they average 2.5 sacks a game, and you saw it right there, and now they're putting Cedar Valley in a difficult third down.
Yeah, this is exactly what they needed to do to match the intensity of what Cedar Valley did to them on their offensive drive.
If you're able to put pressure on the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, it's a lot harder for him to scramble and make his throws accurately.
Yeah, both Johnson and Esperson struggling with confidence tonight. Johnson snaps it, dumps it off to Luke Ballard. He's running forward, and he gets taken down by number 14, Sam Nada.
Now we'll see if the Aviators are going to go for it.
Fourth and 5 for Cedar Valley, and they seem to be in an offensive huddle. And Olympus's defense is staying on the field. And there comes Landon Johnson into the huddle to call the play.
Johnson's got to watch the play clock well under 5 seconds now.
And did they get the timeout off? They got the timeout. Cedar Valley with the first timeout of the game here.
Of the first half.
I believe that was the Titans who called timeout.
And this is a big momentum shifting play, as if Cedar Valley can score here, it becomes an even game, and the Titans will have, depending on how much time the rest, if they convert, depending on how much time they spend on this drive, the Titans could have limited amount of time to score the ball before the half.
I'm curious to see what Cedar Valley will draw up here. Are they just going to go back to the screen pass? Are they going to take a shot with Landon Johnson? Both quarterbacks are really struggling with confidence right now. They aren't very comfortable throwing the ball deep downfield.
All right, fans, let's hear it for your defense.
So the Aviators come out. Titans talking to each other on defense, looking at what the Aviators have brought out. And it looks like it's going to be a punt from the Aviators. Low punt, rolls forward, inside the 10-yard line, returned by number 20, Sam Brown, to about the 21-yard line. Impressive by Sam Brown to pick that up and run with it.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to let the ball stay and let Cedar Valley touch it inside the 10. But no, he took it into his own hands, and he was able to have a good return.
Yeah, and I think they did too. They weren't expecting it, and it led to him getting 11 yards.
Yeah, Cedar Valley's coverage team did not charge Brown on before he picked up the ball, so they must have thought he was also going to let it go.
So, two backs in the backfield, Hughley and Allred. Esperson motions Allred, hands off to Hughley, and there's going to be a false start on the play for the Titans.
Second straight drive where the Titans have had a penalty on first down. Really hard for your team to move the ball when you're constantly in 1st and 15 and 1st and 20s.
Yeah, and that's going to back them up to the 12-yard line.
Ball placed on the 12-yard line, and it remains first down, 15 to go.
So Hughley and Allred once again in the backfield on both of Esperson's hips. He's ready to take the snap. Motions Allred. Looks right. And it was West right, incomplete, hit the ground before he caught it.
Once again, going back to the screen pass.
Up second down for Olympus.
Hopefully we see the Olympus offense draw up something different, because they have not been moving the ball well in the last 2 drives.
Esperson with 5 on the play clock, takes the snap. Finds Brigham Thompson, and he gets taken down quickly by James Williams, number 13.
He was tackled by number 3.
Another play where the Titans can't move the ball very well. These short gains on second and long aren't going to do you very good. Maybe we're going to see another shot play from Esperson.
Pass is good for 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Titans.
3rd and 11, another 3rd and long here, and they cannot keep putting themselves in this situation. Esperson snaps it, rolls left, looking, and finds number 18, Will Farnsworth.
After the pass intended to Will Farnsworth, incomplete.
And is ruled incomplete, hit the ground.
That brings up 4th down for
So
Olympus.
4th and 11, deep in their own territory once again.
A good play design with having Esperson roll out to his left, just underthrew Farnsworth a little bit. He wasn't able to complete the pass.
So Farnsworth to punt it away, and Laws to receive. And the punt goes past Laws, and it's rolling. It rolls all the way to the 24-yard line. And wow, what a punt by Farnsworth.
An excellent punt by you guys. Olympus was backed up deep in their own territory. They were able to flip the field with that punt. So excellent job by Farnsworth.
Yeah, and now it would be just as if they had just kicked a touchback. So great job by Farnsworth to go from inside their own 20 to now pinning Cedar Valley within their own 30.
Now the pressure's on Cedar Valley to move the ball. Olympus was able to score early with Hugh Matsumori, but now Cedar Valley has to put up points of their own. This Olympus defense has been very good tonight.
Yeah, and they've got to capitalize. Cedar Valley needs to capitalize on what their defense is doing, as they have just got huge stops over and over again. Johnson looks, and his receiver was not looking.
Johnson's pass incomplete. Well covered on the play by number 17.
Even if the ball wasn't thrown out of bounds, Johnson was throwing the ball into double coverage. Have to imagine it wouldn't have been a complete pass or an interception.
Yeah, it seemed as though that was a drawn-up play that was meant for Marshall West, but Marshall West just wasn't ready for the throw. They break the huddle. Stoner still in the backfield as the number 1 back. Johnson takes it. The play action. He rolls out. He throws it deep. Oh, and it's almost intercepted by number 13, Chase Taylor for the Titans.
Great job by the Titans. If Landon Johnson wasn't hit as he threw it, there's a good chance that pass is complete because he lost a lot of power on that hit.
Yeah, and I want to see him keep taking those shots because I think he has the arm for it. If he doesn't get hit, he makes that pass to Paxton Johnson, number 6.
And that's why it's so important for Olympus to put pressure on Landon Johnson, because if you can't let him throw the ball deep, then you just need to stop the really short passes, which is a lot easier than the deeper plays.
Johnson motions Stoner right and finds Stoner. Nada breaks through the defense, wraps up, and the whole rest of the team comes to bring it down.
Once again, an excellent defensive possession for the Titans. Cedar Valley has got to get something going because their defense can't hold on for the entire game.
And Sam Nada hasn't made his presence felt receiving-wise tonight, but he has, I believe, that is his 2nd or 3rd tackle of the night. So great job by him making it felt on defense. So Cedar Valley will now punt it away. Johnson to do so. And back to receive. Tempton Rice. Low punt, bounces, and goes and rolls out of bounds around the 41-yard line.
On the 42-yard line.
Now the Titans need to start this drive without any penalties. The last 2 drives they've started off with penalties. that can make your quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, and this is the best field position they have started with in quite a while. The last 2 drives, they were pinned kind of deep and then got those penalties, resulting in them being pinned even further. Esperson needs to lead a touchdown drive. They cannot just keep going 3 and out or getting a penalty and having to punt.
And you saw he can lead a touchdown drive, just he only has 1.
Hughley takes it, fights forward for a nice gain after getting met at the line of scrimmage. Gain of about 5 on the play.
I thought Cedar Valley had him locked up, but somehow, some way, Nate Hughley was able to power his way for 5 yards.
And he is being an X factor for them tonight, as after his first run wasn't as successful, he's had 2 great physicality runs. Hand off once again to Nate Hughley, fights forward, is brought down by number 1 Preston Ashton.
Another powerful run by Hughley. Cedar Valley hasn't been able to stop his aggressive runs all game.
Yeah, and that's a first down. Another first down for the Titans, and that's exactly what you want. 1 first down at a time, because this has been their problem on the last 2 drives. They couldn't progress. They couldn't get first downs. So being able to start with another fresh set of downs, great for them. And false start on the Titans.
Penalty is called on Olympus.
I said that they could not have another penalty on this drive on first down, and they did it yet again. You get a first down to start the drive, but this can be a real momentum killer if Esperson can't move the ball.
Esperson takes it, looks right, finds Matsumori. Matsumori weaving his way through defenders and breaks forward for about a 12-yard gain there.
Incredible play by Matsumori. And once again, it's those small screen passes that have seemed to work pretty well with Hugh Matsumori.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking those blocks perfectly and using them to weave his way through defenders and get extra yardage.
He's really good at being patient and waiting for the blocks to happen.
Esperson will take it again. And, errant pass, incomplete. And they are going to call a false start before the play.
Seems like every time Olympus gets a big play, the last 3 drives, they just continue to kill themselves with penalty.
Yeah, after that run from Matsumori, backs them up now to 2nd and 7. Still not terrible for them. They've shown that they can convert this.
It's definitely better than 2nd and 20 with the holding calls back on a few drives ago.
Hand off to Allred, and he is wrapped up and brought down by number 1 Preston Ashton.
Second Allred with the carry. Just over 2 yards on the play.
So it'll be third and 6 on the play. 4:40 to go in the half.
For Olympus.
Esperson motions Matsumori. Looks left, looking for Matsumori, doesn't see him, scrambles forward and fights. Did he get it? And I believe they're going to give him the first down. What a play by Esperson.
Great job by Esperson. He saw that everybody was covered, so he took it into his own hands, tucked the ball, and ran.
And Matsumori served as a bit of a decoy on that play, leading the defenders away from the middle of the field and giving Esperson an open lane to run. Esperson looking deep, and he is going to be brought down by 3 of the Cedar Valley defenders. The initial effort on that play by number 51, Tyler Webb.
That looked like a drawn-up, deep play for Esperson, except Cedar Valley had it covered pretty good, and the pressure got to him. But good job by Esperson by only losing a yard on the play.
And he looked deep, looked to Luke Campbell after he had looked deep, who was the dump-off route, and he was well covered. So great job by Cedar Valley. Esperson hikes it, throws deep, looking for Campbell. Oh, and he overshot him and out of bounds.
It's now the second deep play. Esperson has thrown it out of bounds. If he can just fix that accuracy just a little, he has the guys open. It's just a matter if he can make the throws.
Absolutely. Campbell had his defender beat on that, had about an arm's length on him. So it would be nice to see Esperson get that on the money and give those receivers a chance to make the play.
And even if Esperson underthrows it a little, he's still able to get the ball.
Timeout on the field. This one charged to Cedar Valley.
Timeout, Cedar Valley. 3:20 to go in the half. Titans are at 3rd and 11 on the 39-yard line.
This is a big third down for the Titans. They haven't moved the ball well on this set of downs. Now, are you going to see Esperson take another shot, or are you going to do a short dump-off route and maybe try and set up a 4th down? But yeah, I'd like to see Esperson go downfield once again. But maybe instead of the sidelines, try and cut up the middle, because you see when he's going down the sideline, he seems to overthrow it to the receiver's side.
Yeah, draw up slants across the middle, some deep slant routes. And I think all they need to do here is get the first down and then run down the clock, and then get into the end zone before the half ends.
That'd be killer for Cedar Valley, because they'd be down 14-0 and they wouldn't have had the ball since the 6-minute mark, so they wouldn't have been able to answer back.
All red is the back in the game right now.
Timeout. 3rd down for the Titans, 11 yards to go.
Esperson takes it, drops way back, and finds Nada. Nada gets wrapped up and brought down way short of the line to gain. Play was made by Ty Krinke for the Aviators.
Cedar Valley did a great job at getting into the backfield, forcing Esperson to just throw the short screen.
And they're going to go for it here. 4th and 8. Hard count, trying to draw them off sides. Esperson looking for the play call. Here it is, 4th and 8. 2:30 to go. Delay of game, Olympus. That is not what you want to see.
I wonder if Olympus was actually going to go for it. They just didn't have a play, or that was just trying to draw Cedar Valley off sides. And the 5-yard penalty also gives Farnsworth a little more wiggle room when he's trying to down it deep in Cedar Valley's territory.
Yeah, that's the only explanation that makes sense for why they would take an intentional delay of game. Giving Farnsworth more room to pin Cedar Valley deep. He punts it, and a high bounce. And it is fallen on by number 2, Will Taylor, and they're pinned at about the 11-yard line.
Once again, Cedar Valley's going to have to go the length of the field if they want to score some points before halftime. Only have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to do so, and their offense has not been very good tonight, so they have to find something to get them going.
Both Esperson and Johnson starting to gain some confidence, starting to take those deep shots, but neither one has completed one. We'll see if Johnson can lead a game-tying drive with 2:21 left in the half. So Johnson, deep in the backfield, hands it off to Stoner, and he gets tripped up by number 27, Wyatt Furman.
The Olympus run defense has been incredible tonight. Cedar Valley has no answer.
And that is not what you wanted to see on the first play of your drive to try to tie this game up. The clock is winding down, now under 2 minutes. Johnson's got Stoner behind him, motions him to his left hip. Takes the snap and looks deep, gets nailed. After, oh my goodness, what a hit by number 20, Sam Brown, the huge hit.
2 big hits by the Olympus defense on that play. Landon Johnson got hit as he threw, and then Sam Brown on the tackle, just lethal by the defense.
Again, all those participating in mini cheer, please head down to the gate. Thank you.
Johnson takes it, looks, fires, and gets a nice 5-yard gain and quick out of bounds by number 6, Paxton Johnson.
Now you're seeing Cedar Valley starting to throw the ball a bit more, but they're going to have to do so a lot faster. Already down to 1 minute and 12 seconds left.
Yeah, 1 minute and 12, and with the way they've been moving so far this drive, they will run out of time by the 50-yard line. Stoner goes out right. Oh, and finds number 19. He's brought down in the middle of the field, though. That's Paxton Woods on the catch, but in the middle of the field. And once the chains are set, the clock will continue to run. So fast tempo here for Cedar Valley. Clock is under a minute. Johnson takes it, looks, finds Ballard, and he gets out of bounds. What a play by Ballard.
Johnson's looking very comfortable in the pocket on this drive.
Ball down to the 46-yard line.
So they're at the 46, 54 seconds to go. You get the feel that they're gonna have to take a deep shot somewhere in this drive if they have a hope of scoring.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Olympus defense can also sense that. They're playing a lot farther back on those shorter routes. They're just trying to limit the damage of Cedar Valley before the half.
Johnson looking right, gets pressured, and oh, screenplay beautiful to Aiden Laws. Aiden Laws breaks a tackle, and he gets all the way to about the 20-yard line. What a play, and out of bounds for Aiden Laws.
What a play by Cedar Valley. They needed a huge chunk play, and they got it, and they still have 45 seconds left, so they have a chance to tie this game up before it goes to halftime.
And that was a beautiful screenplay. The immediate pressure by the Titans on the screen, and Aiden Laws was wide open.
The offensive line moved with Aiden Laws so well. He had 3 blockers running with him down the field, and that's how he was able to get so far into the Olympus territory.
And I believe that was around a 34-yard gain. Huge momentum shift in this half, especially if Cedar Valley can finish this off with a touchdown. Then they are right back in this game, and the Titans need to step it up.
And Cedar Valley would carry all of the momentum into halftime. Olympus hasn't scored since early in the first quarter. So now Cedar Valley has a chance to first tie this game and carry all the momentum into halftime.
Both teams huddled now. Titans defense back out on the field. They've got to be thinking, they just need to stop them from scoring and keep them from going out of bounds. Because every time they go out of bounds, it's an opportunity for them to draw up a new play and the clock to be stopped.
Also have to imagine the Titans are just thinking of holding Cedar Valley to a field goal.
Ball's on the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for Cedar Valley.
Stoner and Johnson in the backfield. Johnson ready to take the snap. He gets it and he muffs it. Oh, and the Olympus, oh my goodness, he finds number 1, Preston Ashton, who's brought down inbounds. And honestly, what an impressive play by Johnson. After the muff snap, the low snap, he picked it back up, got it off before he got hit, and got a good gain on that play. It'll be 2nd and 3.
That looked like a broken play from the start with the bobbled snap, but Landon Johnson did a great job of remaining calm and still being able to hit the receiver in stride.
And timeout for the Aviators on the play.
Still have 36 seconds and 1 timeout remaining. Cedar Valley doesn't have to score immediately.
Yeah, Cedar Valley went from scrambling to try to get down the field before it got to even under 30 seconds. It didn't look like they were going to get anywhere close to where they are right now. And now they're in a great position. Over 30 seconds, 1 timeout left, and they're on the 15-yard line.
Exactly. Only 40 seconds ago, Cedar Valley was down at the their own 35, but since then their offense has looked incredible.
And they break out of the huddle. This time Laws, and under center, pitches it to Laws. Laws with a block, going around the edge and is shoved out of bounds inside the 10.
The Olympus defense has no answer for anything Cedar Valley does on this drive. They couldn't let him get out of bounds, yet they did.
That's a first down for Cedar Valley. They're on the 6-yard line. And what a play by Laws. He is showing why he was the leading rusher. He's showing why he's such a key player for them.
Early on in the game, it was mostly Stoner who was getting most of the reps in the backfield, but since then, Laws has taken over.
Fake pitch and a deep fade throw. Oh, almost intercepted by Tommy Olson, and that would have been huge. It was right in his hands.
That would have been massive for the Titans. The defense has not looked very good on this drive. Cedar Valley's been carving them up. But if you were able to come down with that interception, you're the one carrying the momentum into halftime.
And that's just disappointing for the Titans. I mean, you can't let an opportunity like that, a high floating ball that's right in your hands, go by.
And he had it. He had space in the end zone. He wasn't going to go out of bounds. And the ball was placed in his hands. He just couldn't haul it in.
We'll see if they can make up for that error on 2nd and 6 from the 6. There looks to be a roughing the passer penalty on number 44, Sam Cole. Very unfortunate for the Titans, and they're falling apart to finish this half.
Once again, it's the penalties that seem to be killing Olympus.
There is a penalty marker on the field.
Still awaiting the call.
It seemed
Cedar Valley's called for an illegal shift.
Illegal shift, Cedar Valley. Interesting. The moment that flag came out was right after Johnson got hit, so it's surprising that it was on them.
Olympus might have gotten away with a roughing the quarterback penalty. Johnson took a big hit as he threw. And it looked like it was roughing the passer. And especially with the time of the flag, you thought it was.
But instead, it's a break for the Titans. 2nd and 11. And Johnson drops way back, throws it, finds Laws, out of bounds once again.
Johnson's pass complete for William Laws. Down to the 7-yard line. Took out of bounds by number 14, Sam Nada. Third down, Aviators.
Sam Nada with another tackle tonight. Playing well for the Oly defense.
If Cedar Valley isn't able to get the touchdown on this play, it's going to be a big question for them if they're just going to take the points before halftime, or are they looking to tie it up?
Yeah, it is, because with the way this half has gone, you don't know. Will they be able to get points in the second half? Oh, and it's a throw across the middle. Almost intercepted by the Titans. Number 6, David Fitton. David Flitton.
It's another play where the Titans should have had a turnover.
And it looks as though the kicking team is coming out for the Aviators. So they're opting for points and hoping that in the second half their offense can be more successful.
It can't feel good when you're when you're not able to score a touchdown when you're inside the 20 with 30 seconds left. But let's see if they're able to score before halftime.
And Olympus attempting to ice the kicker here with a timeout.
Charge to the Aviators. That is their final timeout in the first half.
Excuse me, that timeout was taken by Cedar Valley.
Wonder why they're calling timeout.
It's almost as if they're icing their own kicker before the kick to give them points.
Or maybe they're just reconsidering sending out the field goal unit and could be looking to tie it up.
It is true. If Olympus holds them to a field goal, even though they had the 2 missed interceptions, holding them to a field goal is a huge success for the level that this Cedar Valley offense was playing at before this series of goals.
Number 80, Andrew Lyon.
So it's Andrew Lyon to kick. Paxton Johnson with the hold, and there's going to be a flag on the play.
There's another penalty mark on the field. An illegal substitution called on Cedar Valley.
Illegal substitution by the Aviators. They'll get backed up 5 more yards.
That results in a 5-yard penalty.
I just don't understand Cedar Valley taking the timeout.
And then have the illegal substitution. How do you let that happen?
Exactly. That normally happens when you're substituting very quickly, but after a timeout, it's not very common.
And it gets blocked. It gets blocked by number 11, Adam Bywater. And he grabs it out of the air. And the Aviators are held to 0 points in the half.
I've never seen a blocked field goal where the guy goes up and just snatches the ball. An incredible job by the Titans. And they hold Cedar Valley to 0 points.
And that was huge. I mean, Cedar Valley charged down the field. They had it within the 10, kept getting backed up by penalties, and missed opportunities for interceptions by the Titans. Adam Bywater makes up for it, capitalizes, and gets the field goal grab, not even blocked. Esperson with 2 backs, and you can assume they're going to run it and run out the clock. There's Allred with the carry, and he breaks tackles. Wow, Allred with a nice gain after broken tackles. And that will be halftime. The Olympus Titans with the great showing. And we are going to send it down to the halftime report from Kai.
Tonight I'm here with Emerson and Zach. Emerson and Zach, how are you guys enjoying the game so far tonight?
I mean, this is so hype.
It's so fun, bro. I love the hype in the cheering section, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. What do you think the Titans' best and greatest super strength is during this game tonight?
I mean, the defense is cooking. They just blocked the field goal.
Yeah.
And
We got momentum going in the half. We got
Aviators have
PTA.
0 points. Probably gonna stay that way.
Really? All right. And final question before I let you guys go for tonight. What is your guys' favorite cheer?
You got this. I like the stupid one.
Stupid.
Stupid. Once the other team makes a mistake, they're stupid.
All right. Nice to meet you, Zach and Emerson.
Thank you.
Okay, and back to the desk.
Thank you, Kai. And we will be back after this halftime break of about 15 minutes. And please join us again once that second half starts.
Fans, we've got a great halftime plan for you this evening. First on the field, we please give some love and get loud for your Olympus Athenians, led by 5A Coach of the Year, Ali Ashworth. what you hearing. If you hear what you hearing, listen. It's what you hearing, listen. It's what you hearing, listen. Don't give it to ya. You get it on your own. So deliver to you. Open up the door and spill. With the next stop, pop, stay still. Getting down, down, get so free. The whole be the one ending up on the beat. Please, the only thing you can't feel is cannot compete. Stay out my way, get off. We're gonna rock, we're gonna go. Let it pop, don't let it go. Now, fans, please welcome to the field your Olympus cheer team. Thank you, Olympus cheer. And now on the field, let's get some love for your Olympus Dance Company.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
Make you do a double take. Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always been a red top, chrome pipes, no lights outside. We're gonna make you lose control and let it go, for you know you're gonna hit the floor.
Fans in for your Olympus champion. And now, fans, is the moment you've been waiting for all night long. Please direct your attention to the track and welcome the Olympus Mini Cheer Team. Fans are there for your mini cheer.
All right, I'm Kai with OlyTV. Tonight I'm here with Leo, and what's your name?
Lincoln Ames. Lincoln Ames.
Lincoln Ames. I'm here with Lincoln Ames and Leo. How do you guys think the game is going so far?
I think we've definitely played better in the past. I think that our team has way more potential than this, but we're still beating them.
What comeback strategy do you guys have in mind? I know you guys aren't necessarily losing right now, but it is a very close game with you guys only having 7 points. What is your guys' strategy right now?
We switched up the offensive game a little bit. Yeah.
You're gonna switch up the offensive?
Yeah, yes sir.
What is your guys', before we end, what is your guys' favorite play that you guys do as a team?
McConkey special. McConkey special too.
McConkey special?
Happy McConkey special, 100%.
Nice. All right, nice seeing you guys. Back to you guys up at the desk.
Welcome back to Olympus High School. And so far it is 7-0. The Titans have the lead after an incredible end to the half where Adam Bywater kept Cedar Valley at 0 points after catching the field goal.
It really was an incredible thing to see. I've never seen a blocked field goal where the guy catches it. It was an incredible play. Now, for Olympus in the second half needs to establish dominance on offense. They cannot continuously throw screen pass after screen pass after screen pass. They really need to open up the middle of the field and Luke Esperson needs to find some accuracy in the deep balls.
Absolutely, and we talked about it. We need to get some of those deep slant routes that will get farther down the field than just these dump off and these screen routes. And I think at this point, even though the Olympus defense stepped up and shut them down, that Cedar Valley's offense has the momentum right now. After making their way all the way down the field, I feel like they've made more progress at the start of this second half than the Olympus offense has.
Right, and it can be deflating for Cedar Valley because they were inside the 20 with 30 seconds left and they came away with 0 points. And that says a lot about the Olympus defense. We'll see if they carry that over. But both teams' offenses struggled mightily in the first half.
And something to start thinking about, we talked about it in pregame. Will Olympus be able to hold on to this lead stretching into the fourth quarter? Set to receive for the Titans, Beckham Allred. And Kempton Rice to kick off. To kick off is Andrew Lyon. And it's an onside kick. And it looks like it got touched. Looks like it got touched by Cedar Valley before. But are they going to give it to him?
Cedar Valley really caught Olympus off guard with that onside kick. It was a really weird formation. Olympus didn't catch on to it.
The ball had touched a member of the kicking team, which called the play. The result will be Titans.
And that is what we expected. It touched the ball on an onside kick. The ball has to roll 10 yards before an offensive player can touch it. And very clearly, a Cedar Valley player touched it before it rolled 10 yards. So Luke Esperson will get his chance at the start of this half. And honestly, a bit of a break for the Titans to get that kick. A toss to Matsumori, gets around the edge, he fumbles it and falls on it for almost a no gain, but there is a flag on the play.
That could have been disastrous for the Titans. You get away with the onside kick recovery, and if you were to fumbled it there, wouldn't have felt too good.
And it looks like Olympus is already backing up, expecting a holding call. Still waiting for the consensus from the referees. And it will be a holding on the Titans, and that is not good. An almost fumble and then a hold just not how you want to start.
Once again, penalties are not helping out the Titans. Right now they have 6 penalties for a loss of 37 yards. And thank you to our statistician, Jared Larson, for providing these stats throughout the game. But really, these penalties have been detrimental to the Titans. Especially late in the middle of the second quarter, they couldn't move the ball because of penalties.
Yeah, and that's just not how you want to start the half. And Esperson gets it. Oh, and it gets deflected down by number 51, Tyler Webb. And it almost looked like Esperson threw it into his back. That was not a good play by Luke Esperson.
I don't know if that was a designed screen and the running back just didn't turn around, or Esperson was just trying to throw the ball away. But either way, it was not a good pass.
Yeah, and it's honestly a waste of a first down, and now it's 2nd and 20. And the Titans were in this situation before and did not do well. We'll see if they can do better this time around. The handoff, and Beckham Allred takes off for a 10-yard gain, and they're right back in this drive. Now it's 3rd and 10 from the 49-yard line.
That's a big run, because if you're not able to get much, you're looking at 3rd and 15, 3rd and 17. But being able to get 10, you're looking at a much more manageable 3rd and 10.
The snap, the handoff, pushing forward. Beckham Allred gets around the edge and trucks a defender forward for more yards. Gets out of bounds at around the 32-yard line. What a run.
This rushing attack has been lethal for the Titans. Both Beckham Allred and Nate Hughley have been a huge part of the Titans' offense.
And player down on the field, number 67, Nicholas Miller. Hope he's okay. Titans staff out there checking on him as well as he limps off the field.
Number 67, Nicholas Miller.
Good sportsmanship by the Titans there, checking on him immediately after the play. Hope that he's okay and that he can come back to this Cedar Valley team soon.
As I mentioned, the Olympus rushing attack has been incredible tonight, so we'll see if they're going to go back to it or open up the playbook for Esperson.
Matsumori gets motioned across. Another handoff, and it's dragged forward. And that was Nate Hughley for a monster gain.
It's not just one guy who's carrying this rushing attack. Both Nate Hughley and Beckham Allred have been huge tonight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you said it. Hughley and Allred both contributing. They don't know who's going to get the ball. This Cedar Valley defense. Oh, low snap. Almost fumbled in a... That was such a broken play. I don't know why Esperson still tried to hand it off to Hughley.
That was such a broken play. By the time Esperson picked up the ball, Cedar Valley's defense was already in the backfield. Esperson probably should have either just fell on it or tried to do something with his legs.
Yeah, I mean, he picked up the ball and then tried to hand it off to Hughley after the defense had already had 2 linemen broken through. Not the good decision-making you want to see from your starting quarterback. There's the snap, looks left, takes off down the middle. Short gain on the scramble by Esperson. And it will now be 4th down and about 3. So now this is a real conversation for the Titans, and it looks like they're going to be going for it. They're in formation. Esperson, the hard count, tries to draw the other team off sides, and now he's looking for the play call. 4th and 3. Takes it, looks left, fires, and finds beautiful pass play to Will Farnsworth, who is still making a difference in this game.
Will Farnsworth once again doing an excellent job as a receiver. He's really bailed out Esperson tonight.
Yeah, when Esperson hasn't had the most accurate of throws, Farnsworth has still been there to catch him. Looks right, quick pass to Matsumori around the edge. This is the play that got the touchdown last time. And he breaks. No, they are going to rule him down. It looked like his knee had gone down. Well, great play by the Cedar Valley defense. I mean, Matsumori, if he breaks that, he gets probably almost to another touchdown.
It'd be a repeat of the Olympus first quarter touchdown. It looked like the exact same play, just Cedar Valley was prepared for it.
Yeah, they learned from their mistakes in the first half, which is exactly what you want to see, especially as their coaching staff. Esperson hikes the ball, looks deep for the end zone. Oh, and Adam Bywater gets hit hard.
That was a huge hit by Aiden Laws. Looks like the second one we've had tonight, and another deep ball that does not go Esperson's way.
Yeah, just went out of Adam Bywater's hands. The play was made by, like you said, by Laws. If he hadn't hit Bywater that hard, I think he would have caught that. Esperson once again drops back. Quick pass to Nate Hughley, running forward, dodges defenders, breaks and tackle it into the end zone. And just like that, the Titans are on top, 13-0 with the extra point pending.
An incredibly dominant offensive drive by the Titans, mixing both run and pass. And you see, when you do that, it leads to points.
And that was exactly the flow state that this Olympus offense needed to get into to start the second half. Now Cedar Valley will have to match it on their next drive. Extra point is up, and it is good. 14-0. And now you are seeing the impact of no points on the board for Cedar Valley at the end of that first half.
That has to be super deflating. You had excellent field position, and even if you do score, or if you score any points, you're still very much in this ball game, but you lose a lot of momentum by not scoring any points.
So Olympus will kick off to the Aviators. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter.
We'll see if the Olympus defense remains dominant. Outside of that final drive of the first half, the Olympus defense has been incredible.
Back to receive, number 4, Luke Ballard. And number 7, Marshall West. No Aiden Laws in the backfield this time. Kicking off, number 23, Coulter Rollins. It's away, beautiful kick. Caught by Ballard, runs forward, good blocks, he's breaking through, and he gets brought down around the 28-yard line. Solid return there from Ballard.
Now we'll see if the Cedar Valley offense remains aggressive, carrying what they got going at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. This Olympus defense shut them down and almost had 2 interceptions at the end of that half. So if they keep playing like they did every play, then they will be in great shape against the Aviators offense. Johnson takes the snap, drops way back, looking deep. And he caught it. What a throw. Nope, they're going to roll it incomplete. Fell out as he fell on the ground, I believe.
He had it in his hands for a second, and the ball just came out as he hit the ground, I believe.
Correction. The call before was a complete pass.
Wow. So they have now changed the call to a complete pass after ruling it incomplete.
I don't know how you can change that call. As the receiver was laying on the ground, the ball was 2 feet away from him.
Yes. And we apologize for the confusion about the call there.
Play a stop for an official's timeout.
And they're gonna talk, and Cedar Valley was trying to hurry up, not let them talk about it, but
There's a timeout on the field for the
officials timeout to discuss this call as there was confusion. So some of the refs were saying incomplete, some of them were saying complete, so they're gonna talk it over and see what happened.
I think the call should be fairly obvious. The receiver did have possession, and the question is whether he had his foot in bounds, but he lost possession as he hit the ground, and in order to be a completed pass, you have to have full possession after your foot is in bounds.
Yeah, and yeah, I just don't know how you can have that much confusion by the refs, but here comes the call. And it seems as though they're going to keep it where it lies. They're going to rule that a complete pass. Surprising call after the incomplete ruling, the complete turnaround to a complete pass.
I really don't like that call. You see the receiver laying on the ground, and he does not have the ball. You can't rule that a completed pass if he doesn't have possession.
And it seems to be Laws taking the snap, it seems. Wildcat formation. Laws takes it, hands it off. No, excuse me, keeps it for the 4-yard gain.
First time we've seen Laws in taking the snap.
And as mentioned in the pregame, he took snaps at QB his freshman year.
Important to keep that in mind, because if he did and is comfortable throwing the ball, that could be a weapon for them.
Absolutely. If they throw a dump out route to him and then he throws a 20-yard pass to one of his receivers, that would be lethal. Johnson snaps it, hands it off, and he gets immediately wrapped up. Stoner gets taken down by number 90, Lodi Nada.
It's a big play from the Olympus defense. Now let's see if they can stop him again on 3rd down. Cedar Valley was moving the ball pretty well early on in this drive, so it'd be huge for Olympus to get the stop here.
So 3rd and 9. Stoner still in the backfield. Johnson drops way back, throws across the middle and finds his target. That is Luke Ballard with the incredible route and catch to bring Cedar Valley all the way to around the 13-yard line.
That is really the first time we've seen either quarterback really throw the ball downfield. A lot of it has just been screens and pitches. So it's pretty cool to see Landon Johnson getting comfortable in the pressure, because they got to score if they want to stay in this game.
Yeah, and I think that deep completion really gave him confidence. It's a handoff to Stoner, wrapped up again by the Olympus defense. He can't go anywhere.
Once again, the Olympus run defense not letting Cedar Valley move the ball.
Well, if the Titans can once again hold the Aviators to no points, it would be detrimental to Cedar Valley's chances of winning this game. across the middle and into the end zone. Johnson complete.
Number 19, Paxton Woods for an Aviators touchdown.
Number 19, Woods on the catch. And now they are right back in this game. If you're Cedar Valley, that is exactly what you needed.
That's definitely right. It seems like something changed right before halftime for Cedar Valley. This offense is completely different than how they were early on in this game, and they just got a much-needed touchdown to keep themselves in this game.
Lions extra point is up and through the uprights, and now 14-7 is our score with 5:26 to go in the quarter. And a bit of a bailout call for the Aviators there. The deep pass ruled initially incomplete, flip, then reversed to complete. They capitalized on it in the best way possible and scored a touchdown.
And they did exactly what they needed to. They were gifted a call, and they did everything they needed to with that call.
So Olympus's offense has got to go out there with just as much fire. You could see that the Aviators' offense was ready to go.
And as I said, something must have changed right before halftime. The Cedar Valley offense is not what we saw during the first quarter, and really most of the second quarter. And to think if they would have been able to score right before halftime, this is a completely different game when you're looking at 14-10 or 14-14.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, this Olympus offense now needs to build off the momentum of their score last drive, as they were running all over Cedar Valley.
Right, I believe they do need to go back to the rushing attack.
It seems to be the thing that is getting them consistent yardage. When they go to the pass game, it's a bit inconsistent. Another onside kick. This time it is out of the hands of an Olympus player, but then he falls on it. And Olympus will get the ball at the 40-yard line. So Cedar Valley being bold. 2 onside kicks in this game.
With the first onside kick right out of the half, I like the aggressiveness. And it really catches the Titans off guard. But when you do it a second time and it doesn't work out, you have to think of the yards that you're missing out on by being able to pin Olympus at their own 20, but now they're at their own 40.
And we've seen it the entire game. When Olympus is inside their own 20, they haven't been able to progress much farther. But when they're at the 40 already, they've been able to get all the way down the field. Esperson pitches it to Allred. Allred gets immediately taken down for a loss of 1 on the play. I believe that tackle was made by number 19, Paxton Woods.
Number 26, Beckham Allred. Loss of 2 on the run.
Oh, and there's an injury timeout.
The official stop
Maybe
play
not.
for an injured player.
Looked like that was number 71, center Jackson Jones.
Looked to be shaken up on the play.
Got off on his own power and is heading to the sideline.
Jogged off the field. Seems to be doing good.
We're going to return to play. 2nd and 12.
After the loss on the play, 2nd and 12. And Brigham Thompson motions across with Hugh Matsumori. Esperson's got it, hands it off to Allred, and again he's wrapped up for a loss. And Cedar Valley was ready for the run game this time.
Good job by Cedar Valley of limiting the rushing yards. Olympus has done an excellent job at running the ball, and it seems like Cedar Valley is finally making those adjustments. And that's going to have to force Esperson to get out of his comfort zone and have to throw the ball.
Yeah, and we've been saying it all game. We would love to see a throw across the middle that would get them a first down. Esperson hikes it, drops back, and he tries to scramble and immediately gets hit. And Cedar Valley was all over that. They collapsed on him the second he stepped out of the pocket.
They had tight end Bingham Thompson on a one-on-one in the middle of the field. I don't know why Esperson decided to run up the middle. He still had time in the pocket, and if he just waited a little longer, he could have gotten a throw off.
Yeah, that did not seem like the right decision on a 3rd and 12. It is now 4th and 10, and the full punt team is out. It'll be Farnsworth with the punt, and bounces to the side. Laws trying to return it, getting around the edge, big block. Oh, and there are penalty flags on the play.
That was a cheap shot by Cedar, or by Olympus and Cedar Valley.
Big hits on the play. We'll see what the penalty is.
To the 25-yard line, there was a penalty marker during the play.
Have to imagine it is on that block. Just a huge, cheap shot.
Seems as though there might be 2 flags on the play.
If there is a flag on both teams, that means they would both offset, and Cedar Valley would still have the big return.
So they're going to call
There was a penalty called on Cedar Valley.
Personal foul on Cedar Valley. And they're going to get backed up inside their own 10.
Really unnecessary penalty. Cedar Valley had a great return, but now they're backed up inside the 10.
So now backed up, we'll see what Johnson can do. They got the ball quickly after their defense made Olympus go 3 and out. Looks right, dumps it to his receiver, and wow, he gets a nice gain on that.
He should not have gotten that many yards. Olympus had the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and they just let him keep running.
Yeah, exactly what you said. He had it behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know how he got, was it 6 yards on that play? 5 or 6 yards. 6 yards on that play. Johnson, again ready. Low snap, and he's gonna run it. Gets taken down for a big loss of about 4.
That can be a momentum killer for your offense. You get a pretty good play on first down. And you've seen it a lot in this game by both teams. There's been a bunch of low snaps, which can cause the quarterback to fumble the ball and not be able to do anything with it.
Yeah, I mean, every play it seems like the snap is not where Johnson wants it.
And it takes a lot of time away from the quarterback in making his progression, because he has to go down, get it, and then get back up and continue to look at his receivers.
3rd and 7, clock winding down, just under 3 minutes. Finds his receiver on the dump route, gets through some tackles, but then is hammered down by Sam Brown.
Pass complete to number 34, Maxwell Cedar. Give it 8. And good for Cedar Valley first down.
Tommy Olson probably should have had him in the backfield, but once again, the missed tackles are benefiting Cedar Valley.
And that is enough for the first down. Gives them a fresh set of downs now, 2:20 with the clock winding. Five on the play clock. They snap the ball just before it runs out, and he gets hit hard. As the throw was getting out of his hands, the Olympus, almost the entire Olympus D-line got through.
There was a lot of holes in the Cedar Valley offensive line, and it was no problem for the Olympus defense to get into the backfield and give Johnson no time to throw the ball.
And you talked about it at the beginning. This Olympus defense last year was so good at getting through and getting sacks, and they're showing that they can create that pressure again this year. And that's a screen pass deflected, caught, and no, they're gonna rule it incomplete. It hit the ground, and wow, again, the QB hurry up by Olympus. Broken up screenplay there.
You've now seen it on back-to-back plays. The Olympus defensive line is having no problem getting into the backfield, and you can see that's rattling Landon Johnson in the offense, now facing a 3rd and long.
And this is not ideal if you are the Aviators. 2 third downs in one drive, one right after the other. 5 seconds on the play clock. Low snap once again, rolls right, throws it, finds his receiver, and that is for about a 5-yard gain. He got taken down hard.
There's no question that this Olympus defense is bringing the phicality tonight.
That was Mark Peterson on the tackle. 4th and 5 on their own 25.
Back to receive the Cedar Valley punt, number 16, Captain Rice.
And so the Aviators will punt it away to the Titans. And it bounced on the ground, and very low punt. Bouncing far back, Rice tries to field it, starts running forward to the left. Juking defenders, and he gets shoved out around the 45-yard line. And good recovery by the Cedar Valley punters. Wasn't the best punt in the world, but after a bounce on the ground for the snap, he did an okay job getting it as far as he could.
This is now the 2nd time tonight the Cedar Valley punter has gotten off improbable kicks. You saw it right there, and early on in the game, it looked like it was for sure being blocked, but he still got the kick off.
So Olympus will have it with great field position once again. 2 backs in the backfield. Motions all red. Hands off to Hughley, who gets a nice run up the middle for 15 yards. Nobody could touch him.
A big part of that was Esperson's fake to the left, because they've thrown so many screen passes tonight. Cedar Valley must have thought that they were doing it again, but an excellent fake and a great run by Nate Hughley.
And they are really liking this 2-man back motion. Hand off to Allred this time. Gets about a gain of 4 yards. Still a nice gain after they had just run a very similar play.
4 yards in the play, 3 yards in the play.
Once again on this drive, the Olympus rushing attack has been the reason why they're moving the ball down the field.
Whoa, almost muffed it. And again, Esperson almost muffs the snap and then tries to hand it off.
If you muff the snap, you can't be handing the ball off. What you should do is just take it and run with it, because there's no shot of the running back getting anything more than you can.
And Cedar Valley is capitalizing on this, immediately breaking through the line of scrimmage. And there we have it. The 3rd quarter has come to an end. And now here's where the Titans face their true challenge. Can they hold on in the 4th?
You talked about a pregame of how they need to hold on to these games in the 4th quarter. And they have a 7-point lead right now in the 4th quarter, with Cedar Valley carrying a lot of the momentum. So it's going to be a good question to see if the Olympus offense and defense steps up to keep Cedar Valley from scoring.
It'll be 3rd and 13 for the Titans. We'll see. Haven't seen a whole lot of deep shots from Luke Esperson. Only one tonight, I believe.
Yeah, and that one, he had a guy open, but he just throws it out of bounds with no shot of the receiver catching it.
So Esperson with 1 back this time. Hughley's on his right hip.
We start off the fourth quarter. The third and 13 for the Titans.
Esperson's ready. Motions Nada. Rolls way to the right. Rolling out, looking deep. Fires. And it is incomplete. That was intended for Nick Sorensen.
Great coverage by Cedar Valley, not allowing Esperson to get the clean throw off, and great one-on-one battle, which Cedar Valley won.
Now it is 4th and 12 from the 41-yard line. And Olympus keeps getting in these unfortunate situations where if they have one more first down, they're in field goal range.
Exactly. It's like they can't get out of their own way. They just are consistently not getting that extra first down.
Farnsworth's punt bounces and out the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So now Cedar Valley's offense is going to come back onto the field after just scoring a touchdown. They have all the momentum. They just stopped the Olympus offense. So now they have a chance to go tie it, which would be huge for them.
If Cedar Valley ties this game, then Olympus is living up to the stereotype that they cannot close out in the fourth quarter.
And it would show that this team is not any different than the ones before it.
This Olympus defense has been strong tonight, though. And starting with okay field position, Cedar Valley pinned somewhat deep. I think Olympus has a good chance of stopping them.
Olympus needs their defense to step up once again. Their offense has not moved the ball incredibly this game. And the defense is really the only reason Cedar Valley hasn't tied it up.
And you talked about it. If they score at the end of that half, it's a tie game right now, and Cedar Valley's fighting for the win. Johnson looks way deep. Oh, and it's a dropped interception. There were two Titans. Oh no, and one of them's injured. And there's a penalty. What a mess that play just turned into for the Titans.
Injured player looks to be Sam Brown.
And that is detrimental to the Titans defense. He has been all over the field tonight, making tackles and making plays.
It's now the second missed interception by Tommy Olson.
Pass interference called on the Titans.
Not so sure I agree with that call. I don't believe any of the Titans got.
It felt like they were ahead of the receiver on that play.
Right, so I don't know how that could have been pass interference if the receiver was moving towards them.
And Sam Brown is still down. He tried to get up and fell back down. You could tell he was wincing. He's getting up now and jogging off the field. And that is, if he does not come back into this game, that is a huge loss for the Titans.
Hopefully it's just a cramp and we'll be able to get back in soon, but just hoping for the best.
And at the very least, that he can return by next game as well, if he has to stay out for the rest of this one. So, Cedar Valley's got it, 1st and 10. Oh, and it is tipped up by the Olympus defense. Great coverage there. The intended target was Marshall West.
That's back-to-back incompletions by Cedar Valley. And as mentioned, the Olympus defense has to step up. It's going to be a lot harder without Sam Brown in there, though.
Yeah, and I mean, as you see, this drive, they've been ball hawking like crazy. So if they can just capitalize on it when they get to the ball, make that interception play. Johnson has 5 wide, drops back in the pocket, looks, and it is intercepted. There it is. That is intercepted by Sam Nada. And we were just talking about it, and Sam Nada finally makes the defensive interception. What a play to give the Titans back the ball and swing the momentum back in their favor.
The Olympus defense has so many missed interceptions tonight, and right now, Sam Nada finally is able to pull one in.
And that whole drive, you talked about it. They had the almost interception, they had the pass breakup, and then an interception there to finish it off. And I don't know what happened to Landon Johnson on that drive. They were trying to take deep shots when they didn't need to. There's still 11 and a half minutes to go in this game.
They should have just gone back to what was working on their scoring drive. It was the short passes and running the ball.
Exactly. It was the consistent, slow offense. Esperson hands it off. And it's about a 2-yard gain for number 8, Nate Hughley.
2 yards.
If Olympus is able to score a touchdown on this drive, that puts a lot of pressure on Cedar Valley, because they would then have to score 2 touchdowns in likely under 10 minutes.
And this is where you're seeing the impact once again of Cedar Valley not scoring before the half. Esperson takes it, drops back, throws left, and Matsumori is wrapped up. Great tackle by number 3, Nixon Caldwell.
Cedar Valley is just not going away. Every time Olympus gets the ball back, their defense stands tall in not letting them do anything offensively.
Esperson's got Hughley back with him on his right hip. Drops back again, looks, fires, and finds. Oh, and he's still going. Will Farnsworth down the field and inside the 10. The Farnsworth-Esperson connection once again, driving the Olympus offense tonight.
Olympus finally gets that big offensive play that they've been waiting for all night. A huge play, which puts the Titans inside the 10.
Two backs, motions Matsumori away, and Hughley gets immediately wrapped up by number 2, Amari Alabi-Asama. And player down on the field.
Looks like Nate Hughley.
Hughley's running off. A little bit of a limp there. Seems to be in a little bit of pain. Could just be a cramp, but he'll get checked out.
Now back-to-back drives where Olympus has been faced with key injuries. It's going to be hard for them to continue on without Sam Brown and now Nate Hughley, who has been a huge part of their running.
Hughley seems to be on the sideline stretching out. Probably cramp. So Esperson has Allred to his right. Rolls right. Looking, throws, and overshot. He had Matsumori in the end zone.
Pass intended for Adam Bywater, incomplete.
Esperson tried to go in the back of the end zone to Bywater, but he had Matsumori crossing the field, and he was pretty open right at the goal line. Don't understand why Esperson went for the deeper play.
Motions Matsumori, hand off to Allred, and he gets wrapped up and taken down immediately by Preston Ashton.
Not really any aggressiveness from the Olympus offense, just looking to take the field goal.
And now field goal unit comes out, and McAllister will kick it away. The snap, it's up, And it is no good. Looked beautiful from here. No good on the kick.
That's now 2 kicks on the night that are missed by Dylan McAllister. And these aren't long field goals. These are relatively short field goals. Just isn't able to make them.
So Cedar Valley will get the ball around the 20-yard line. And this Aviators defense has been the only reason they are in this game. Olympus has felt like they are going to score or get close to scoring several times after that initial touchdown to start the half. And the Cedar Valley defense has continued to hold them.
Definitely. Every single time Olympus is getting close or is 1 first down away, Cedar Valley's defense steps up and gets the stop.
So there's backs to both sides of Johnson. And he keeps it for himself and forward for a short gain.
Kind of Johnson with the run up the middle.
Hopefully we see Cedar Valley go back to what they were doing early on and on their scoring drive. Short passes and running the ball. If they're able to do both of those effectively, they're super good at driving down the field.
In the huddle still with 5 seconds to go on the play clock now. And they're gonna have to call a timeout. And that was just miscommunication.
Absolutely no awareness of where the play clock was. And Cedar Valley taking a timeout now could be crucial at the end of this game. If they have the ball late in this 4th quarter and they need to drive down the field, they're gonna be missing a timeout. So this could be crucial later on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with 7:48 left, you wonder how many more drives they're going to get. And in the timeout, what do you think Olympus is drawing up in the huddle right now?
I think they're probably drawing up those short passes and how you're just going to limit the damage. Because if they just keep them from getting first downs, then first the clock still runs, and it puts more pressure on Cedar Valley in 3rd downs and 4th downs.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Holding them, even if they get a yard or 2 every short pass, reducing that damage. Big drop back, and it almost deflected, and that is Stoner brought down by number 12, Beckham Birdsley.
That was nearly tipped by Adam Bywater. Probably would have been better for Cedar Valley if he wasn't able to, or if he did deflect it, because they ended up losing a few yards.
So 3rd and 8, clock winding down, nearly 7 minutes to go. 10 seconds on the play clock. Oh, and it's thrown left on the screen. Oh, and he's almost taken down, and finally is. And that initial big hit on the play. Initial big hit on the play was by Adam Bywater.
There's a play made by Adam Bywater.
That initial hit was huge because if he doesn't make that hit, you have to imagine that he still runs and gets the first down. But him getting that hit slows him down enough for the rest of the Titans defense to get there.
Yeah, just completely kills all the momentum you have. High snap, and it's a fake punt, and it's complete. And wow, huge gain all the way down to the 50. And that is to number 17, Ty Krinke.
Cedar Valley is pulling out all the tricks in the book. First the 2 onside kicks and now a fake punt.
Wow.
An extremely gutsy call.
And that could not have worked any better for them. They just got a huge gain, and they're now at the 48-yard line with a fresh set of downs. Low snap. Johnson fires across the middle. Oh, and it was broken up and almost intercepted.
Number 17, Tommy Olson.
Another almost interception by Tommy Olson. It seems like he has 4 tonight. He just is unable to pull it in.
Yeah, he's got to work on that in practice this week, pulling in those interceptions. Johnson is in shotgun, takes the snap, rolls, fires, finds a receiver, but he's immediately taken down. Great play by the Olympus defense. That was David Flitton on the play.
As mentioned earlier in this drive, if the Titans are able to hold Cedar Valley to these small gains on 1st and 2nd down, then Cedar Valley is going to be forced to throw the ball on 3rd down.
And now it is 3rd and long, and you've got to guess they're forcing themselves to throw it. Surprisingly, haven't seen much of Aiden Laws in this second half. Hasn't even been in the backfield in the game much. And there it is, penalty marker on the play. That will be a false start, and it'll back him up 5 more yards.
Penalties are coming in key for both teams tonight. And as you mentioned, they really haven't seen Aiden Laws. It's been Maxwell Stoner who's been getting most of the reps at running back.
And that's surprising to me because I think Laws was the spark that they needed to get down the field in the first half and almost score. But then Olympus's defense took a huge stand.
Definitely. When you put in Aiden Laws, it seemed like the entire offense changed. I just don't understand why they keep going away from him.
Johnson motions Stoner right, looks to him, scrambles forward, throws across. Oh, and way overshot his receiver. Falls incomplete, about 10 yards ahead of his receiver.
This was a very big stop for the Olympus defense. There's only 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, so if they're able to just run the clock out as much as possible and force Cedar Valley to use their timeouts, then Cedar Valley might not even get the ball back before the end of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the way that Beckham Allred and Nate Hughley, if he's able to come back into this game, have been running, I mean, Cedar Valley won't get another. Oh, and a terrible punt. Oh, my goodness. And it goes out. That was like near a 10-yard punt.
When they say flipping the field, they normally mean from the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line, not from the 45 to the 45.
And wow, that was a blunder. I just don't understand how you can mess up that badly in such a key moment of the game. Because now Olympus has it on the 50-yard line with 5 minutes to go. And if they get a first down, if they get 15 yards or more, they are in field goal range. But with the way they've been kicking field goals, maybe that won't matter. Handoff to Hughley, rolls right, wow. Gets through some defenders for a gain of about 3. That was an impressive gain by Hughley. It seemed like he might get stopped behind the line even.
I think the biggest part of that is how the Olympus offensive line moved with him. They gave him a lot of blocks to work with. And Cedar Valley's defensive line did an excellent job at keeping him from only getting 3 yards.
In the second half.
So, timeout on the field. 5 minutes to go. And after the blunder of a punt from Cedar Valley, Olympus has the ball, 2nd and 7. With great field position. And all they have to do is run down this clock.
Going back to what you said about the Cedar Valley punt, you cannot make that mistake in such a big moment of the game. if you're going to punt the ball in that situation, you better send it deep into Olympus's territory and make them drive the length of the field. But if you're giving them this good of field position, you have to imagine that they're going to capitalize on it. So let's see if the Cedar Valley defense can make the necessary changes to stop them.
Luke Esperson's out there with Allred to his left. And it is tossed to Sam Nada around the edge, jet sweep. He's wrapped up and taken down. A nice tackle by number 4, Luke Ballard.
Sam Nada the carry for 1. Wrapped up by number 4, Luke Ballard.
And Sam Nada is down. That is not what you want to see if you're the Titans. He's been making plays on defense and offense tonight.
He had that huge interception 2 drives ago, and it would be crucial for this Titans team if he's not able to come back out.
And he is not okay. They're trying to help him up, and he's falling back down. So that jet sweep, somewhat unsuccessful there. It is now 3rd and 6.
And this could be the biggest 3rd down of the game. If Olympus does convert on 3rd down, they're putting themselves in excellent position to win the game. But Cedar Valley's defense has been incredible during the second half. So we'll see which team will win the battle.
And Nada hopping off the field seems to be a severe cramp. So Esperson looking to the sideline for the play call. Matsumori runs across. Esperson takes it far back. Looks to Brigham Thompson, who gets the 3-yard gain and a nice tackle.
That's the beat. Number 80, Brigham Thompson.
Have to imagine Olympus is going to go for it on 4th down in this situation. If you convert, you put yourself in excellent position to win the game. But if you don't convert, Cedar Valley has a chance to go down the field and score.
4th and 3. And all they have to do is get in field goal range. And timeout, Cedar Valley.
I have no idea why Cedar Valley is calling timeout. They have no more timeouts left, and if they get the ball back, they can't stop the clock at all.
Yeah, I mean, very confusing move by Cedar Valley. All they had to do there was get a stop, and then they had the ball, and they needed a timeout, it seems.
Seems a bit unnecessary, especially in the context of the game. You get 1 stop, and then you have a timeout in 4 minutes to go score a touchdown. But instead, if you don't even get the stop at all, you're stuck with 0 timeouts, and Olympus has a chance to win.
Now Will Farnsworth out on the field. Olympus has switched their decision and elected to punt. So quite a useless timeout in reality for the Aviators. Farnsworth with the punt, high punt, and goes out of bounds. They're gonna mark it at the 33-yard line.
Going back to the Cedar Valley timeout, if they don't call timeout, you have to imagine Olympus would go for it. And
if you get a stop,
and you have a timeout in 4 minutes to go down the field.
Yeah, just confusing. Confusing move. So here comes Johnson leading the Aviator offense. And you have to imagine this is going to be one of their final drives. If they can't do anything here, it's hard to say that they have a chance to win this game. Oh, and through the hands of number 19, Paxton Woods.
Not a good start for the Cedar Valley offense. And as you said, this could be their final drive of the game. And they have no timeouts to stop the clock if Olympus does get the ball back. That's why it was so big that they did use their timeouts.
And a key thing with not having any timeouts is that it's very much harder for them to run the ball because they don't want to be letting the clock run. And so Olympus is expecting the pass, you would have to assume.
Exactly. They can't even stop the clock, and the only way they can is an incomplete pass, which you lose it down, or you get out of bounds. And when you run the ball up the middle, it's extremely unlikely that you do get out of bounds.
Yeah, and Olympus looks to be anticipating the pass. They've got two guys in the backfield. Johnson takes the snap, dumps it off to Stoner. He's running forward, and a big hit at the ankles by Hugh Matsumori there.
Number 34, Maxwell Stoner. He stopped by number 0, Hugh Matsumori. 39.
Now the clock is running because he was not able to get out of bounds. So by the time they get this playoff, we could be under 3 minutes.
3rd and 9 from the 34-yard line. The Olympus crowd getting loud here. Olympus gets through. The pass complete to Laws. And Laws, where are they going to mark him?
Pass is complete.
And they're going to mark him at the inches.
54 to line the game.
It's going to be 4th and inches. And I don't know why they haven't been involving Laws before this. You see, the first play he gets involved, he gets them all basically 9 yards and almost the key first down.
Exactly, and on their scoring drive, he was the main receiver and running back.
And they have now upgraded that to a first down. And the pitch, quick pitch to Aiden Laws. And very questionable decision to change that to first down. From up here, it was almost very clear that the ball was short of the first down.
This is now the 3rd questionable call by the referees that have benefited Cedar Valley.
2 minutes, 30 seconds, and clock winding. Cedar Valley is having to run a fast tempo because they did not keep a timeout. The handoff, and he is immediately brought down. What a play. That is Haloti Nada. Oh, and they are going to call unsportsmanlike conduct after that. And wow, he was celebrating a little too hard there, but after those calls, I mean.
Made by number 90, Haloti Nada.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, and that is detrimental to the Titans.
It's just these little fundamental mistakes. Celebrating too hard, and the penalties have been, they've had a lot of them tonight. And as you said, they are detrimental to the Titans defense, allowing Cedar Valley to continue to drive down the field.
And we have just gone under 2 minutes to go in this game. The dump off to the right, Laws has it. The nice tackle by Matsumori. Takes out his feet from under him. They're going to mark him for a 1-yard loss.
I do not understand the thought process in these screen passes and running the ball. If you're going to tie this game up, you have to move the ball down the field with your quarterback.
Yeah, especially because they're not getting out of bounds. They're not stopping the clock. Johnson looks left, and he falls on the ground. He needed to get out of bounds on that play. Luke Ballard. And they need to hurry up their offense right now. The clock is winding. 1:10 to go. Ball snapped, looks across the middle, and again he falls down. And that is Woods with the catch.
Now the clock does stop because he did get a first down momentarily.
We are under a minute to go in this game. Ball is on the 28-yard line. Johnson scrambling to his left. He's scrambling forward. He's got wide open field. And he gets about 8 yards on that play. And I honestly don't know why he didn't go for the first down there.
I completely agree with you because I'm pretty sure he was just prioritizing getting out of bounds, which would stop the clock. But in this moment, you got to move the ball down the field.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like he had open field for several more yards and hesitated, and in that hesitation, an Olympus defender came up.
And he did have a couple of receivers open in the middle of the field. I just think the message in the huddle is to get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Which is smart after there's now 45 seconds. And Olympus elects to call a timeout.
Now if Cedar Valley does end up tying this game, the story of this drive is going to be that unsportsmanlike conduct, because if it doesn't happen, it's 3rd and 10 for Cedar Valley with all the momentum with Olympus. And now Cedar Valley has a chance to tie with 45 seconds left.
And this is coming down to the wire. Can Olympus hold on in this fourth quarter? It's been a dogfight out there tonight. Both teams struggling on offense in the first half. In the second half, very much of a defensive battle. Both teams driving down the field and then not being able to convert.
And it's because of those small fundamental mistakes, the penalties, the unsportsmanlike conduct on this drive, and just overall unable to move the ball once you get past the 30-yard line.
Yeah, these refs will want none of the over-celebration tonight. Snap to Johnson. He's looking across the middle, and he gets brought down. Another sack for this Titan defensive line.
And once again, no timeouts. They're going to have to spike it.
Matt McConkey makes a huge play. 30 seconds, 3rd and 4. Third. It is now 4th and 12. 4th and 12 because of the spike. That was exactly what you could not do.
And once again, the wasting timeouts is coming in crucial, because even if you had a timeout, you take the timeout there and you still have 40 seconds.
And what could be the final play for the Aviators. He's looking deep, gets it across, it's out of his hands. Turnover on downs. The Titans defense holds strong. 26 seconds to go, 7-point lead for the Titans. And Cedar Valley has 0 timeouts, so the Titans can just kneel out the game.
Absolutely huge from the Olympus defense all game long. They have done an excellent job at containing the Cedar Valley offense with the rushing attack and the passing attack. And that unsportsmanlike conduct did not end up biting them. So now we're just going to see Olympus kneel it out and walk away 1-0.
And this is where you really we talked about it several times before. If Cedar Valley had scored at the end of that first half, it's a tie game right now.
And maybe you would have seen more aggressiveness from the Cedar Valley offense on that last drive. Maybe instead of just the screen passes and running the ball, you would have seen them take more aggressive shots downfield.
And so the clock winds down below 10 seconds, and this will be it. 14-7, your Olympus Titans.
After final, Titans win 14-7. We want the community expresses gratitude for your attendance at tonight's game. The Titans will be back in action 1 week from tonight as they try this
the Titans shake the hands. What were some of the things you saw there tonight that helped them win this game?
For me, it was the story of the game was definitely the defense. or you saw last year how good they were on defense, and it seems to have carried over despite losing many key players. As for the offense, Luke Esperson looked all right, but he was afraid to throw the ball deep. And if they want to succeed this season, they're going to have to throw the ball deep. But the story of the game really is the Titans' defense.
Yeah, and I think we also saw their offense started getting into a rhythm towards the end of that game. But the problem for them now is special teams. I mean, so many missed field goals. It felt like every field goal, you didn't know whether it was going to be able to go in or not.
That's a good point you bring up, because those were 2 easy field goals to make. And if he makes them both, it's 20-7, and you aren't worrying about Cedar Valley tying the game or even winning the game on that final drive.
And another thing to think about tonight was the Cedar Valley's situation on offense. They only put up 7 points tonight, and it seemed like they were in the red zone so many times.
It definitely seemed like that. And their scoring drive was mostly Aiden Laws, and going into the game, you knew that he was going to have a big impact, but he really didn't at all. It was mostly Maxwell Stoner who was taking most of the reps, and have to imagine that there is a reason why Aiden Laws wasn't used more.
And we are now going to have a post-game interview down with Kai and Lincoln Ames and Leo Jacobson.
What am I asking you? How do you think
you want?
Okay, we are here with
Leo Jacobson. Lincoln Ames.
Okay, we have just won our first ever game of the 2025-2026 school year. How do you guys feel?
I'm glad we won, but we could have done better.
Good game, but a lot of holes in our game. We got patched up.
And is there anything that you would like to improve on for the next game?
Probably just, effort. We weren't working as hard as we usually do.
Discipline, limiting penalties.
Good answers, thank you. And back to you guys.
Well, we thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us for another OlyTV broadcast here at Mark H. Manning Stadium. From here, the Titans play back-to-back road games before returning home. Your final score from tonight, the Titans 14 and the Aviators 7. For our entire production crew and Mr. Miller,
I'm Miles Pierce.
and I'm James Schwartz. Have a great rest of your night.